School, the site of today's game between Arizona FC and Coronado Athletic Club. Jack, Arizona FC off to a hot start, 6-0-1. Who should we look out for today on the pitch?
Yeah, there's a lot of guys to look for, but no one more important for FC Arizona today versus the second-ranked team in Division I UPSL than David Oganobi. He has one goal on the season. He's played for every UPSL team in the division for FC Arizona, and so he is the guy to look out for today for FC Arizona.
And then on the other side, Coronado Athletic Club, only one loss on the season. That was to Arizona FC, 6-0 earlier in the year. They're looking to avenge that today. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the action after this break. I like this. We are back here at Campo Verde High School. I'm Adam Cunin alongside Jack Bartlett. Should be a fun one here between FC Arizona and Coronado. First game of a doubleheader here for FC Arizona. Division I team up first, and then we will see the premier team later today.
They'll be playing Phoenix Rising, who just recently won the Western Conference Championship in the USL.
And we are underway here at Campo Verde. It will be FC Arizona with the ball first as they pass it around midfield. As they get it across here, now looking for Oganobi. We highlighted him earlier, a star player here for FC Arizona. So here they come. Just around the 30-yard line here on this high school football field is passing it around, making sure not to be too careless with it. As a staple of this team, they are a pretty efficient passing team and one that doesn't turn the ball over too much, as that one is just past his man and it will be scooped up by Coronado. So Coronado, as we mentioned, only one loss in the season, as they sit at 5-1 right now, second in the UPSL Division I standings. That one loss did come to Arizona FC earlier in the season. So certainly looking for revenge today, as they will look to pass Arizona FC here in the standings. So here's a throw-in. Ball now on the far side. FC Arizona with possession now. Streaking down the side, but it's knocked out, and they will have a throw in here on the side. Ball is advanced, but intercepted there. Coronado doing a nice job of not letting FC Arizona develop anything too close to the goal. And we have a whistle blown now, and looks like it will be a free kick here for FC Arizona.
Yeah, on that last possession for FC Arizona, they thought they had the through ball, but great play by the center backs of Coronado, able to intercept the pass, and they now have possession once again.
So FC Arizona regains control. Here's Oganobi, and it's knocked away. Nice defense there by Coronado, and they will slowly take it back up now, trying to advance it. Can they get to it? They are able to, but it's knocked away, and this should be a corner kick here for Coronado.
The center backs for Coronado have done a really solid job of stepping up when needed early in the game. I think the two biggest takeaways that will and essentially win the game for either team comes down to those center backs, the possession and the passing of FC Arizona, and then those through balls, those deep passes from Coronado. If the center backs for FC Arizona can play deep enough to prevent those streaks from happening, they've done a good job so far as we're tied 0-0 in the early going.
So it will be Marcos Chavez to corner it in, and cannot find a man there. As let's see who it's off of. It's going to be off of FC Arizona, and it will be Coronado's ball again, looking to set something up here. Here's the throw-in. Physical at the point of the ball, but still will... No, it will not. It's going to be out on Coronado, and here's a free kick for FC Arizona. A big stop for them there. As they'll just advance it forward and now look to set something up offensively. There's a slip there and a fall, and it's now Coronado's ball again around the midfield. They're trying to advance it through, but it's knocked away. As that one is a careless pass. Here's FC Arizona advancing it to David Oganubi. Sets up his teammate here on the corner, and it's knocked away, and they're going to set up a corner kick here for FC Arizona, a chance here early to get on the board.
And no one really has established themselves as the early team, despite only about 4.5 minutes in, but here's a chance for FC Arizona to not only get on the board early, but to establish that they are the superior team early in the first half.
So here comes a corner kick early here for FC Arizona. First corner kick of the game for them. So that one will be knocked away easily by a Coronado player as FC Arizona is able to regain possession here. That one is high, and unable to header it in is FC Arizona, and here comes Coronado advancing quickly now as they move it past the midfield, and here they come on the attack. Through ball, and here they come. On the far side, will they be able to track it down? And they are unable to. Almost looked like a chance there for Coronado, but just moving a little bit too fast and unable to get to that one.
Yeah, Jorge Perez, the left center back for FC Arizona, has on those types of plays has got to do a better job of getting back and making sure that FC Arizona can thwart these counterattack possibilities for Coronado. They're fortunate there as it goes out of bounds and they have the throw in.
So we'll see who that's off of. It's going to be off of Coronado. FC Arizona's throwing again. But so far, both teams unable to really find any shots on goal yet, but a couple chances, especially on the corners there. Just each team unable to convert so far. So I'll send it back to the keeper, and good fake there, and he will send it down, trying to hit Oganubi. He knocks it back, and here comes FC Arizona. That pass is intercepted there by Coronado. They will regain control, but a nice steal as FC Arizona advancing it now. It's Oganubi, physical here with his defender, but he tries to cross it in, and it's knocked away, but they regain control again, and that one's intercepted. So a lot of passes here early being intercepted by Coronado, doing a nice job of staying stout defensively. Jack, what have you seen from them so far on the defensive end?
Well, stepping up from the center backs, as I mentioned early on, but the other thing is it's almost as if FC Arizona is playing a bit flat-footed on a couple of their passes, not moving towards the ball, and that's how you end up with intercepted passes, as Coronado has done in the first 7 minutes.
Well, as we mentioned, FC Arizona, one of the best teams here in this UPSL Division I. They've only tied one time. That's the only time they haven't won a game. They won their last match against FC Fuego 2-0. So riding this hot streak so far this season. That one's stolen away. Nice physical play there by FC Arizona. They will regain control here. Sending it along the back line now. So that one's out of play. Should remain with FC Arizona here as they'll have a throw-in. This is a throw in here to Oganubi along the near side and tripped up, but they're going to say it's Coronado ball. So now we're starting to get a little bit more physical. We've kind of shied away from that early, but so far 2 physical plays there in the last minute from either side.
Yeah, solid job by Edgar Vinalonso Jr. of Coronado to get a touch on Oganubi and able to get it out of bounds for their second throw-in.
So chasing it down is Aleo, who will secure it for FC Arizona, and now they will throw it in just past the 8-minute mark here at Campo Verde. As Oganubi takes it along the near side, and that one will be tapped, and another almost careless play there as Coronado will regain control again.
That was just good coverage, good defense by Marcos Chavez of Coronado. It was a nice touch, one that has to be super, super perfect for Oganubi right at the line if he wants to play that downfield, and unfortunately for him, he didn't get the perfect touch and it went out of bounds.
And so here Coronado comes past the midfield. So they will advance it deep. Now a little bit of pressure here on FC Arizona as nice physical play as they're able to regain control. Good job there by FC Arizona to get it back, but Coronado's able to run it down. So Coronado trying to advance it, but another nice defensive play there. This FC Arizona defense has been stout so far. As they try and advance it, are they able to get to it? And it's just knocked up in the air and over the goal. So should be a free kick here. Goal kick for Coronado.
Elijah Isaac was able to get there, but just a poor touch that, as you mentioned, was skied into the air at him. That's what leads to the goal kick.
So here comes Coronado around the midfield. Some pressure on the ball here from FC Arizona. Bodies are colliding now, and they're going to blow that whistle to give Coronado a free kick here. As that one's launched deep, but it will be easily fielded by the FC Arizona keeper, and they will advance it back out. Here comes FC Arizona on the far side. Trying to advance it through, and another long kick will fall into the hands of the goalkeeper as they will throw it back out and try and set it up offensively.
Both teams right now are hyper-focused on playing it downfield rather than possessing the soccer ball, and it has led to almost sloppy possession, and that's why in the first 11 and a half minutes, no goal, and neither team really in control of possession right now.
Well, for FC Arizona, they haven't had too many opportunities. Just trying to get it close to the goal right now. It's really good defense from Coronado, as they've been able to hold this FC Arizona attack in check. So a throw in here. Looks like we have a player down, so a stoppage of play. As the ref's going to go and check on him. So he will hop back up to his feet. And it looks like he will have to walk that one off as FC Arizona throws it in, and here they come again offensively. So they get it forward now. This is Martinez with it. He shoots, and that one's wide. Gutierrez just a little wide on that shot. Unable to get it on goal, so seemed like FC Arizona might have something cooking there, but just an errant shot. So here comes a free kick from Jacob Wilson. As the goalie boots it away, and that one's knocked up in the air. Once again, FC Arizona will get it back, but here's a steal. Here comes Coronado on the attack. That's Van Syke with it, and it's stolen again by FC Arizona, so doing a good job of not letting Coronado get past about that 10-yard line here on this field. This one they will say was off of FC Arizona, unable to keep it in play, and Coronado will have a chance to set something up here. Now they indicate it is FC Arizona ball, so after that scrum, looks like FC Arizona will come up with it, and we'll see if they want to play this quick or if they want to slowly set something up here. Jack, do you think FC Arizona should change the way that they're playing offensively in terms of pace, or do you like this fast approaches? Here comes Oganubi. That one's knocked away.
Soccer is a game of possession, and that is typically how you win soccer games. So not that the strategy is wrong or poor, but personally I'd like to see more possession like we saw right there, a few more crispy passes, some fancy footwork, and allowed Oganubi to get into the goalie's box for FC Arizona. I'd like to see more of that.
So here they come now past midfield. Trying to get it to the middle now as they're able to, and here comes an advance. Set up one-on-one. He dribbles to the right, and it's blocked. What a save there from Jacob Wilson. Unbelievable chance there for FC Arizona, and they're unable to convert.
I just talked about wanting to see better passing and better footwork from FC Arizona. What better than to display that right after talking about it? We see 1, 2, 3 passes in a row that are very solid. Some nice footwork from the forward of FC Arizona. Just unfortunately, he doesn't get quite the angle on the shot that he wants, and Wilson does. And solid goalkeeping.
So that one tries to set it up off the corner, but they're unable to. So FC Arizona, a really quality chance there, just unable to convert. Now they will advance it forward. This is Martinez running it down, but they're going to say offside. So after all that, FC Arizona unable to score off that opportunity, and Jacob Wilson does a nice job of keeping that ball out of the net.
I imagine Alexander Martinez is going to hear at halftime, watch your lines from their head coach. That's something that all head coaches warn you about. It's something that you have to be, as a soccer player, cognizant about, is being behind the last defender. It's always going to be called a great call by the referee here on the side. Something for Martinez to look for.
That one is knocked away twice by FC Arizona. Good effort there defensively, and here comes Oganubi, who's fighting for that ball. Physical at the point, and they're going to say it's off of FC Arizona, so a goal kick here for Coronado. Just past the 16-minute mark now as we're just underway here at Campo Verde.
A little bit surprised with the call. It looked like it may have touched Coronado last, but nonetheless the referee's saying that he was able to shield it from Oganubi, and that's why they get the goal kick.
So that one's almost knocked away as a FC Arizona player goes flying, and trying to advance it as Coronado, but that one just rolls to the goaltender's hands, and he's able to scoop it up. As here comes FC Arizona on the far side. Working to advance it forward, but it's once again intercepted by Coronado. Nice move there. So now they're able to get it to the middle and try and set something up. That one is headed away. Kept in, though, by Coronado. Is almost dangerous there. They just got to get it out at this point. It's Coronado trying to, they do regain control here now. Scrum for the ball, and it looks like FC Arizona should be able to get it off and away now. Dangerous there. Almost seemed like Coronado could possibly set something up, but FC Arizona is able to get it out, and Oganubi looking for a whistle there, unable to get it. As looks like FC Arizona does have a player down, maybe adjusting his shoe, but
yeah, usually those are going to be called, but this referee seems to be more of a player's ref, allowing the game to be played on, and Oganubi needs to adjust to that mindset throughout the rest of the game. Although I would say typically you will get a whistle blown after that.
So here comes the throw in here for Coronado. Deep, and that one's going to be too far. The goalkeeper will come out and get it. And here comes FC Arizona on the attack again. Deep through ball, and Oganubi's unable to tap it. That pass just a little bit too rough. And Coronado will regain control here around the 19-minute mark, trying to get a couple more shots on goal. FC Arizona hasn't really been tested early. Pretty stout defensively. They've actually only allowed 3 goals all year, Jack.
Yeah, a team that is the best team in Division One. They of course have one of the better defenses, and they're showing it off here against Coronado in the first 20 minutes.
And that pass gets through, and that shot is just wide right. So here's a goal kick for FC Arizona. They will look to go slow here and advance it methodically up the field. As once again, here's Coronado coming aggressively defensively. They've really put the pressure on FC Arizona when they've had the ball. But looking to thwart this defense is FC Arizona. Here's a deep pass, and Palayo's unable to get to it, so rather Martinez is unable to get to it, and it will be a throw-in here for Coronado.
Yeah, the one thing about the FC Arizona defense that's really come to life in the first about 20 and a half minutes of the game is their center backs. They've done a really solid. We've seen a couple of deep passes from goal kicks, from the goalie, from the defenders of Coronado, but Jorge Perez and the other defenders doing a solid job of being able to get back and thwart any possibility of a goal for Coronado early.
So goalkeeper comes out far there for FC Arizona. He's able to corral it, and here they come again offensively. Past the midfield. This is Martinez with it. And that one's knocked away. Good slide tackle there. But FC Arizona regains control now. Martinez tries to tip it ahead to Oganubi, but that one's just to his left, and it will roll out to the goalkeeper, and it should be a nice, easy throw there to advance it for Coronado. As they try to advance it through, and unsuccessful there as FC Arizona really clamping down defensively on this Coronado attack. As they hover around midfield now. Kicks it to the near side. Close to the sideline, and that one's tipped, and FC Arizona fighting to control this back now. As they're able to advance it, here comes Oganubi. This could be a chance for FC Arizona, but it's knocked away.
Yeah, here's a chance for FC Arizona in attacking distance to not only get a shot, not only get into the goalie's box, but find themselves some offensive rhythm, get some solid passing down, find more possession than we have seen from either offense really all game, and also get a shot off, possibly even a goal.
So here comes a throw-in for FC Arizona. We saw them have one really quality opportunity earlier with Martinez. Had basically a one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and he had a nice save, so Near the goal is FC Arizona, and they have a chance to go up 1-0 if they're able to cash in here, but it's good defense from Coronado as they will get it back and advance it near the midfield now. On the far side, and here they come. As they will indicate that it is FC Arizona ball now as they will regain possession. Looking for the throw in here. Finally find a man. So here they come on the near side now. This is Perez with it. Perez advancing it forward. As that one's knocked up in the air. Headed forward. Another one knocked up in the air. As nice advancement, but here comes Coronado. Regains control and a physical play on the ball, but FC Arizona is able to regain control. They will blow the whistle ultimately, though, and it will be a free kick there for Coronado. So far, still a score of 0-0 here at Campo Verde. We knew coming in these two teams were pretty good defensively, Jack, but
Yeah.
Has this surprised you so far that we still sit at 0-0?
No, man, that's the game of soccer for you. It's about 25 minutes end of the contest thus far, and as you mentioned, two of the top defenses in the Division I UPSL. So no surprise there. But if they want to get on the board, you have to expect both teams to clean up some passing, and for FC Arizona specifically, their crosses.
So that one's going to be off of FC Arizona, and a corner kick looks like here for Coronado. Coronado has had a couple corner kicks so far. Neither team has really put much on goal on these corner kicks, as that one is a little far and almost two headers to get it in the net, but that one is short and trying to clear as FC Arizona. They will knock it away, and Coronado chasing it now, and this could be a chance for FC Arizona. Tries to header it. No. Coronado, though, gets the ball back, and after that corner, oh, no, it's intercepted. Here comes FC Arizona. Chance here now. Martinez with it. Tries to kick it to the middle, and that one just could not find his man, as that one's advanced forward, and now it's Coronado ball. They're going to blow the whistle, and this should be a free kick here for FC Arizona.
Yeah, a little bit of shoving and pushing. I am a bit surprised. We have seen a few other plays that, in my opinion, were a little bit more aggressive than that. Seems the ref has kind of let the game go on.
That one advanced for Martinez, and just off the back of his head and wide. So far, as you mentioned, Jack, a pretty physical game as both teams have been going at it. And it's been shown through the defense. Neither team let up a goal, and these teams overall have both been really solid this year defensively. FC Arizona has pitched 5 shutouts on the year, actually, on this Division I level. So here comes Coronado on the far side, intercepted again by FC Arizona, and they will work it back to their backers and try and find a crease here to set up another opportunity. Looks like they will advance it to midfield. The player is down for FC Arizona. I believe that is Oganubi, so the refs will go out to check on him. Looks like Oganubi is really hurting down there. Not a good sight.
He still has yet to come up.
They're going to send some medical attention out, and they will go out and check on him.
All I can do is hope he's okay. Still on the ground.
So far, Jack, this has been a pretty physical game as of late.
Yeah.
Defined by defense on both sides. Neither team really with good opportunities so far offensively. Who do you feel like has controlled the game, or do you feel like both teams have really struggled to gain any control on this game?
I think FC Arizona has a bit more control in terms of their possession and their passing compared to Coronado. Coronado, they've gone on a couple of counterattacks, and there are times in games, especially in a defensive game like we are seeing in a 0-0 draw in the first about 30 minutes or so, that can prove to be costly in a 1-0 game or such. But overall, the team who I would predict to win after half an hour would be FC Arizona. They've been a little bit quicker with their passes. They've made a couple of stronger passes. I like their awareness and their eyesight of where their other teammates are. Yes, some of their through ball passes have been unsuccessful and been intercepted by Coronado, but I like the aggression by them, especially in their attacking half of the pitch. And usually when you compare apples to apples, those apples for FC Arizona are going to beat and outweigh the apples of Coronado and how both teams are playing effectively right now.
It's good that Oganubi is able to get up, but he is really hurting now, limping off the field. He tried to get up on his own power earlier and fell back to the floor, so he will come off, and they will sub in a player here for FC Arizona. Will be Samaniego to come on for FC Arizona in relief of Oganubi, who is taken away by the cart, and we are back with the action again here. Coronado with the ball now. Heavy pressure, and here comes FC Arizona as they intercept this pass. Advancing it forward for Martinez, and physical play. It's knocked away, and Coronado tries to advance it forward, but it's intercepted again. So two big interceptions of passes there by FC Arizona has really allowed them to set it up here offensively. That one's knocked away, though, and the ball is fluttering around here on the Coronado side. Looked like a player might have been tripped up. No call, though, as the refs are letting him play it out, and here comes Coronado. A great chance here as that pass just too hard to handle for Coronado. Is look like they might have a great opportunity there. Still have a chance, but it's knocked away by FC Arizona as they get control. Scrum for it here, and it will be FC Arizona ball.
Yeah, tough blow for Trey Van Skyke, the forward of Coronado. If he was able to get a better touch on that ball, Coronado would have had a 2-on-1 situation with the goalie of FC Arizona, but unfortunately he doesn't get that better touch, and it ends up with FC Arizona.
So collecting it now is Wilson, who will kick it back out to his man. As Coronado really had a great chance there. As you mentioned, Van Skyke was able to corral that one. That one is probably going to be offsides, as there goes the flag. But if they were able to corral that one, might have been a great chance there for Coronado. Still sitting here at 0-0. A couple quality opportunities for each team, but mostly this game has been defined by physicality and strong defense by both sides.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Adam, it would have been a perfect opportunity for Coronado. It would have been a one-on-one. Jorge Perez just let the forward blow by in anticipation of the offside call. He was correct. The referee raised his flag up for the call. So Jorge Perez, great awareness. But if they don't call that, there's a big chance that it's 1-0 for Coronado. And you have to be really cognizant of these counterattacks, as I mentioned a few minutes ago.
So Coronado advancing it now, but that cross in is just a little bit too far for this guy. So here comes Coronado on the attack again. That pass is just a little long. That was Egbert, who was looking for his guy. But as we've seen earlier, some of these passes just a little bit too long or wide, especially when they get on the attack here for both sides. As FC Arizona looking to advance it. No offsides call, and here we go. FC Arizona, the shot is just wide and high. Looked like a possible chance there for Samaniego, but he's unable to get that one on goal.
And he had a beautiful ball played towards him. He was about to have a one-on-one with the goalie, but decided to shoot it outside the goalie's box. Take a couple of touches, and you'll have yourself a higher percentage shot.
Here comes Martinez with it now. Advances to Samaniego. He's unable to touch that. That one's going to be a free kick. Offsides call there from the ref, as Coronado will get it again here. Seen a couple offsides so far, Jack. Just a little anxious there on the attack from both sides.
Samaniego, from this angle, it looked like he was onside, but as soon as the referee raised his flag, I could notice that I think the left shoulder of Samaniego was just behind the center back of Coronado. So a great call by the side referee as they call offside, and here they go again.
A lot of whistleblowing here in these past couple minutes. That's going to be a whistle against FC Arizona, and it will be a kick here for Coronado as Wilson will come out to boot it away. This one should be sent deep as Wilson is the last guy back for Coronado as he boots this one away, and that one's just off the head of an FC Arizona player. Coming to get it is the keeper, and he will boot that one far, looking for Samaniego, and that one just knocked away. So a throw in here for FC Arizona. And are they going to call?
I think they're calling offsides again.
That one looked pretty 50-50 there. Like Samaniego was running stride for stride with the defender. So they are going to call an offsides there.
Well, it would be when the pass was made that offsides is called. So to say that the offsides is happening from the 25-yard line also makes no sense, because that's where Samaniego and the Coronado defenders ended their run. Definitely a confusing call, to say the least.
Well, it seems like after letting them play early on in the game, the refs have really tried to take control so far. A couple calls on some physical plays recently, and now a couple offsides calls as both teams are gotten a little bit anxious on the attack, as that's an opportunity there for Coronado, and the goalie comes out to knock it away. Sterling McGee almost had a chance to get that one in there, but it was Isaiah Gary who came out of his net and made sure to kick that one away off of McGee. So now FC Arizona on the attack again. That one they're going to signal is off of FC Arizona, and now another throw in here. So now we've started to see this Coronado attack come to life a little bit. A couple opportunities as of late. They just haven't been able to put it all together. We saw the offsides and then the errant touch there earlier that would have had them a 2-on-1 opportunity. So here comes FC Arizona. Nice knock away here, as that shot is just to the right of the keeper. He will safely dive down and knock it in front. And Wilson will boot it away again. Van Skyke with it now. He's unable to get to it, so FC Arizona with the throw-in. Crosses it here, looking for his man, and here they come. They are pushing it ahead. Martinez with it now. And that pass is just a little too far for his man, so they will retreat. Have to work it across here. As Coronado is able to regain it after that whole scrum. A lot of passes there, but just one too many as Coronado is able to regain control here on the far side. Advancing it past the midfield and running stride for stride is Coronado and FC Arizona. That's going to be a throw in here, or a free kick rather, for Coronado. So a chance here with a couple minutes left here.
Yeah, Jorge Perez, the center back for FC Arizona, just a little too aggressive on the play. And as you mentioned, Adam, a big opportunity for Coronado in the closing minutes of the first half.
So here comes the kick. The chance for Coronado here, looking for the first goal of the day from either side. That one is crossed in, and it's off the head of an FC Arizona player. Let's see if they can track it down. It will be Coronado who gets to it, and just be a free kick for them, or rather a throw-in. So here they come offensively, looking to get it to the middle, unable to, but they regain control here. So this could be dangerous. They try to knock it forward, but off the goalie. That one is a shot that is knocked away by an FC Arizona player. So after all of that, looks like it will be a goal kick for FC Arizona, and they are able to breathe a little easier, as seemed like Coronado really had a quality chance there.
Yeah, Isaiah Gray, the goalkeeper for FC Arizona, with a solid save, and then perhaps even more impressive defensive performance in the goalie box for FC Arizona to keep this score at 0-0.
So Martinez is able to get in front of that, and here he comes streaking down the field. The shot is just wide to the right. An excellent opportunity there for FC Arizona, and Martinez is unable to cash, as once again Wilson strong in goal there for Coronado, as Martinez looking to sneak it past him but is unable to.
In this last minute or two, we've seen really the first real shots of the game for either team, but neither one can capitalize.
So FC Arizona kicks it back to midfield, and that one's booted away down near the goal of Coronado. A little bit dangerous here. That one's almost corralled by FC Arizona. That one knocked away, and we'll see who that's off of. It should be FC Arizona ball, and it is. So here with the throw in, trying to set something up, is FC Arizona. Had a really good chance with Martinez there earlier, but Coronado as well has had a couple good opportunities in these last couple of minutes, so things seem to be ramping up, Jack. As FC Arizona will get the ball back here on the far side. Around the midfield now, and here's an advance. That's just too far. Can they keep it in play? They cannot, and it will be Coronado ball here coming up on the 43rd minute. So far, we are still scoreless here, but as we mentioned, a couple really quality opportunities for both sides recently after a pretty strong defensive start for both teams. So shift of play here a bit, as that one's knocked away, and here comes FC Arizona trying to set it up for his teammate. They are unable to. Almost a dangerous play there for Coronado, who gave it up but will not pay the price. FC Arizona, Martinez with it now. He will launch it forward, but that one's knocked away and regained here by FC Arizona on the far side. Advancing it forward, looking for his man. Here they come. FC Arizona with a chance now, looking to cross it to the middle and cannot find Martinez, but giving chase is Coronado, and they will regain control here. Another chance there, and that one's knocked away, but it's booted deep, and FC Arizona will have to set it up once again. Looked like another chance there for FC Arizona if they were just able to cross it to the middle a little earlier there, but just too far for his man.
That was actually a perfect cross for FC Arizona. Just no one there in the middle, no teammate. And that's where you're supposed to be, in the box, looking for your teammates. Unfortunately for FC Arizona, no one there to make the play.
So that one is advanced down the field. Here comes Coronado, and they're going to blow the whistle and offsides as they put it in the back of the net, but just a little bit too anxious there. Look like Coronado might get on the board here for both teams for the first time today, but ref blows the whistle, and it will remain scoreless here.
Another reminder to watch your lines. That definitely the biggest reminder of them all, as it cost a goal for Coronado and the lead.
In a game that hasn't had a lot of shots on goal, you got to make sure that every quality opportunity you get, you don't cost yourself with a offsides or costly mistake, and that one hopefully for Coronado will not come back to bite them, but in a 0-0 game that's this close, cannot afford mistakes like that. As here comes FC Arizona now with it into the box, and it's knocked away. This should be FC Arizona ball. We'll see. They will indicate that it is, so another chance here for FC Arizona on the corner. So they set it up here for the corner kick. That one is booted into the middle off the head of a man and kicked again, but Wilson's able to corral it there. So once again, Wilson comes up with the save, and Coronado avoids danger there.
It was Samaniego who came up with the glorious kick, showing off that athleticism in the box, but Jacob Wilson able to get a hold of it, and we're still even at 0-0.
Well, Wilson's certainly been tested a few times here. Today we saw that save way earlier in the game, and then one recently with Martinez that was just shot wide, but he's had some pressure on him recent, and he's done a nice job in the net for Coronado. So here's a throw in here for Coronado. So it's knocked away by FC Arizona, and that pass is just behind his man, and sending it back to set it up offensively again here near the end of the half. And they will blow it dead, and that will be the end of the first here. Still 0-0, a highly competitive game so far. Both defenses have been pretty strong for both sides. As we saw an uptick in opportunities, though at the end of the half there, Jack. What did you see out of both teams as they were able to really get some quality chances near the goal?
Yeah, possession looked a lot smoother, a lot more solid in the final quarter of the first half than we saw in the first 20 or so minutes of that same half. There was a lot more passes, a lot more solid passes, a little bit better possession. We saw both teams go on better runs. The big issue and why we're tied at 0-0 right now would come down to possession and opportunities in that final third. Neither team really giving themselves a chance to take shots, although we did see them at the end and the goalie box or even just outside. So to give your team the lead going into the next 45, that will need to be discussed at halftime.
So a tight one here between FC Arizona and Coronado here at Campo Verde. Don't go anywhere. We will be back with the second half action after this quick break. This is Adam Keenan with Jack Bartlett here for FC Arizona.
We welcome you back inside of Campo Verde High School, a competitive match, 0-0 for FC Arizona and Coronado Athletic Club. My name's Jack Bartlett alongside Adam Coonan. And Adam, what have you seen that has allowed this game to be scoreless through the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think through the first 30, you saw really strong defense from both sides and big physicality as the refs kind of swallowed their whistle early. And then towards the end there, we saw them kind of blow the whistle a little bit more, give some more free kicks for both sides, and you saw more opportunities for each side as both teams had some really quality chances near the net, just unable to cash. So should be interesting the second half to see who's able to take advantage of those opportunities and if we'll see a similar tale to the first half where it was pretty strong defense from both sides.
David Oganubi being carted off about midway through the first half, no longer in uniform for the second half. How does that come into play for FC Arizona looking to notch a goal and take the lead for the very first time today?
Well, he's certainly one of their more electric and talented players on this roster, so they're going to have to be more sound in terms of their passing and really spread the ball around to set up quality opportunities for someone because they can't just rely on him to go get them a goal if they need one. So they're going to have to play some sound soccer here, maybe control the ball a little bit more with the possession. So it certainly hurts them, but they can certainly overcome it with this roster.
All 22 players now back on the pitch, almost underway for the second half. Coronado will get the kickoff. Couple of stretches for either team before the whistle is blown. And it is Shane Nesbitt who will kick it away for Coronado. Lining this ball up perfectly at the center circle. And whistle's blown. We're underway for the second half. A play back. Now a deep pass. Trying to find a forward, but over hits him. Headed away by FC Arizona. And then cleared by FC Arizona. Taken away by Coronado. Pass in the middle. Trying to find his teammate out wide. He won't. He plays it back instead. This time to Batega. He plays it back to his goalkeeper, and he'll find it the other way. Chavez passes it wide. It's taken away by FC Arizona. Back to Chavez. Stolen by FC Arizona. A 3-on-2. A pass backwards. The shot, and it just goes over the goal. Less than a minute into the second half, and FC Arizona knocking on the door of the first goal of the game.
That one disappointing there for FC Arizona. Really quality chance, point blank there at the net, and it's just tapped over the goal. Especially with numbers like that, that's the shot you want, and they're just unable to get it in the back of the net.
A deep pass right in the hands of Wilson. And he'll roll it to Chavez. Plays it out wide. And now another deep ball fielded by the center back of FC Arizona, Christian Palmer. Palmer plays it forward. Taken away, but Jorge Perez able to keep it for FC Arizona. Pass to Samaniego. Can't find his feet. And Coronado will kick it out of bounds. A throw-in for Arizona. Right back to Samaniego. He can't make a play on the pass. But this will be taken away by Isaac. He passes it wide. Now a pass forward to Santonio. Across. It is headed away. And we get ready for our first corner kick of the second half.
FC Arizona has been on the attack so far early. Maybe another chance here to put one in the back of the net here on the corner.
FC Arizona seemingly preparing for a short pass. I take that back. Aloyo dropping back. The kick getting past a couple of defenders. High ball. It stays in the goalie's box. FC Arizona still with possession. Across, back in, headed, but out of bounds.
Yeah, FC Arizona just unable to get high enough to knock that one in, but once again, putting a lot of pressure on Wilson here in goal to make some stops. And so far, they haven't tested him as these shots have just gone wide or haven't been on goal.
Another goal kick for Wilson. That'll go well out of bounds. And another throw in for FC Arizona. It appears Vaughn Harris will take the throw. Throws it down the middle. Played in by Delgadillo. Back to Harris. Plays it up the middle, trying to find Isaac. Taken away by Coronado. Garcia. Plays it out wide. That time to Nesbitt. Plays it back in the middle, but it's intercepted by FC Arizona. A solid slide tackle for Jorge Perez. Keeps possession, but then a sloppy pass to Delgadillo. Intercepted by Coronado. Played backwards. That time to Chavez. Some nice skill work. But played up field into the feet of Jorge Perez. He can't make a play as it goes off of his feet, bouncing off of Vaughn Harris, and another throw in for Coronado. Trying to flick it on ahead, but losing possession. And FC Arizona with possession. Delgadillo, a deep pass to Samaniego. A little too deep as it ends up in the hands of Wilson. A roller right up the middle to his center back here. Trying to find a deep one. Heading off of Delgadillo. Samaniego trying to get a one-on-one. Knocked to the ground right near the goalie's box. No whistle blown, though.
Yeah, you can certainly feel that loss of Oganubi right now. It looks like they're looking for someone to really take charge here offensively, and they just are unable to really get any chances without him in the game.
Nesbitt with a nice flick on. Here's a solid shot, and it scores. They catch Garay out of position in a shot from about the 25-yard line, and it scores. 1-0 for Coronado in the first 5 minutes of the second half.
What a goal there for Coronado. That was from deep, as the goalkeeper's just, as you mentioned, was caught out of position, and can't afford that mistake if you're FC Arizona. But how about Coronado capitalizing, and what a shot there to knock it in from almost midfield, Jack.
Played back for FC Arizona. Now a pass forward. They'll lose a pass that's intercepted. Coronado back with possession. A pass wide this time. Played in, but it will get past the head of every Coronado forward. Now paid up to Delgadillo once again, using some footwork and then playing it out wide to the far side. FC Arizona still with possession. A pass backwards. Trying to get a give and go here, but they'll lose possession. Chavez plays it back to Wilson. Wilson takes a touch. Too deep of a pass. Harris with the header. Isaac, another header. And Coronado able to settle it down for a second. Still bouncing in the air. And then a whistle being blown as Christian Palmer tried to settle it down. It will be called, I think, a dangerous kick. But taken away. Here comes FC Arizona. A deep pass to his teammate, but Garay able to get there in time. Nesbitt just not quite quick enough. As here comes FC Arizona. Samaniego losing possession, but right back to his right winger. Now here comes Delgadillo. One touch, blocked away by Wilson. Isaac just missing wide left. It's been FC Arizona with a plethora of chances at him in this second half, but Coronado with the early goal, 1-0.
Well, that one was put on goal, but Wilson has been pretty solid for this Coronado squad so far in this game. We've seen him make a couple big saves, another one there to add to the tally, but FC Arizona getting some good opportunities here, just unable to get it past Wilson.
Harris flicks it on ahead to his right winger, where it will be lost away. Coronado possesses it now in the middle. Quickly won back by FC Arizona. Perez out wide. That time to Gutierrez. He plays it to Delgadillo. A nice skill move, but loses it. Isaac wins it back. Just for a brief second. Poked on ahead. Bouncing in the air. Palmer finds Harris to the left. And now played back to Delgadillo. He gets a touch on it. Skied in the air, that time by Chavez. Both teams looking to settle this ball. Gutierrez against Sterling McGee. Sterling McGee ends up winning it for Coronado. Poked on ahead. But FC Arizona back with possession. A pass back to Isaiah Garay. He finds Harris. Harris trying to keep possession. He'll end up losing it. Here comes Coronado's Rodriguez. Takes a step back. Now playing it wide. Can't quite hit John Henson, as that rolls out of bounds for an FC Arizona throw-in. Played up to Samaniego. He's got Isaac. Keeps it on his foot where he'll lose it. Here comes Isaac. One touch, and there it is. We are even at 1-1.
Goal, FC Arizona.
55 minutes into the game, and Elijah Isaac evens the score. Seems to be on the ground at the top of the goalie's box, but a perfect play for FC Arizona as we're all knotted up at 1-1.
Well, what a pass in advance there for Isaac. Set him up nicely, and big collision, but he's able to get it in for the goal. Good to see him get up there. Might have to come off the field, but he's able to get FC Arizona back on the board, and in this game, now tied 1-1.
Coronado back on the kickoff. Chavez plays it wide. A touch, then a pass up to McGee. Right back to the left back of Coronado. He'll play it in deeply. John Henson unable to watch his lines, and there's another offsides coming up. Kicked on ahead. FC Arizona.
John, what's your ND filter on right now? Do you still have
Now here comes a throw-in. Alalshi with the throw-in. He finds his teammate.
Okay, what does it say when you look at the F? You can see an F in the bottom left.
So here comes Wilson, or pardon, a throw-in for Coronado. As we're knotted up at 1-1. The throw-in Sterling McGee trying to win it. He gets a touch away and then a blown whistle as McGee is thrusted to the ground.
Physicality coming back into this game there, as both teams certainly ratcheting it up here. With it being tied 1-1, Coronado can no longer be defensive. They have to go on the attack and try and get on the board again, as FC Arizona was able to tie it up.
Shane Nesbitt controls it in the middle, trying to flick it ahead, but he'll be brought to the ground, that time by Robert Aloyo. And another free kick coming up for Coronado. The free kick from roughly the 35-yard line. About 15 minutes into the second half. Kicked into the box. Headed, but blocked by Garay. And here is a whistle. It appears a Coronado striker on the ground in the goalie's box. Not sure if we're about to get a penalty kick or if
Looks
we're
like
just stopping time for an injury.
Looks like it might be a free kick here for FC Arizona, but certainly dangerous there, as Coronado was in the box there with a chance to regain the lead. But Garay doing a nice job in goal as well for FC Arizona. We mentioned both goaltenders doing pretty well for either side. As we've seen a couple guys go down this match, Jack, as we saw earlier with Oganubi, who had to come out of the game, and a couple players down for an extended period of time. Certainly FC Arizona is feeling that effect of Oganubi so far through this game.
Still down on the ground. Getting stretched out by one of his teammates. And now the center referee asking for medical attention. We saw something similar in the first half with David Oganubi, who is no longer in the game for FC Arizona. Of course, the opposing team, which is Coronado Athletic Club, with one of their strikers down. Based off of the stretches that both his teammate and the trainer are doing, it might be as simple as a cramp.
That's what I thought initially. It seemed like it was just a cramp, as one of the FC Arizona players actually went over there to help him get stretched out, but this one might be a pretty bad one, as he's been on the ground for a while now, and they've had to call for some more medical attention. So don't want to see guys go down, but as I mentioned earlier, we've seen a couple go down throughout this game, as we mentioned earlier with Oganubi, now a player for Coronado, and a couple just sporadically throughout the game where players have been down for a couple seconds.
As we await the medical attention of the Coronado striker, we will head to a quick break. We'll be back shortly, so don't go anywhere. So finally back, Shane Nesbitt was the one to go down for Coronado. Play underway. Delgadillo with the ball at his feet. Plays it just to the right. Lost away that time by number 12 of FC Arizona. A nice little skill move for the center back of Coronado to keep possession. A pass that is touched but kept in bounds by Rodriguez. He passes it along ahead. Von Harris steals the ball away. Now up the middle. Here's Christian Palmer. Trying to play it out wide, but stolen away by Sterling McGee. Elijah Isaac ends up with the ball. He'll play it backwards to Jorge Perez. Now up the middle. Trying to find another center mid, but losing it on the pass. And here comes Sterling McGee. One-timer, and it's in. 2-1 for Coronado, 64 minutes into the second half.
Coronado did a nice job of setting that one up, and McGee, who's had a couple chances this game, finally gets on the board there. Is a big goal for Coronado, and just like that, in almost his first 20 minutes here, we've seen 3 goals already.
So Coronado out to yet another lead. Score now 2-1. About 65 minutes in. I do anticipate some added time. Blocked away on the pass. Chavez will let that roll into the hands of Wilson. Wilson taking his time before booting it away. High into the sky. A couple of bounces. And this is headed back towards Garay. And he'll just pick it up. It was almost a lethal and costly head back. But Garay able to do his job nicely. A pass in the middle. Now out wide to Gutierrez. He's playing it up the line. He'll pass it that way as well. And then a shot right into the hands of Wilson. Wilson trying to find McGee. McGee sprinting down the line, trying to beat out the defender. But FC Arizona will get there before McGee. It will be a throw-in for Coronado. Played back. Now a pass back. And a pass wide to Chavez that can't find his feet and will roll out of bounds. Von Harris comes to pick it up for the throw-in. Passing it in the middle to Jorge Perez. Pardon, Delgadillo. He'll lose possession though. And then a pass forward. Right back to FC Arizona. Played up the middle. FC Arizona with a poor touch, and it ends up back in the feet of Coronado. Just for a brief second. Elijah Isaac. Trying to dribble his way forward before being tackled to the ground around the 25. A whistle being blown and a yellow card being shown against Matthew Rodriguez. It's the first card of the game we've seen. Now a quick chat before the free kick gets underway.
Certainly feels like the refs have been cracking down on some of these physical plays as of late in this, at the end of that first half, and then now early in this second half. They kind of let some of those go earlier, but Coronado gets charged with a card there.
Robert Aloyo with the free kick. Von Harris just behind him. Aloyo with a chip in. Shot, but deflected by the center back of Coronado. They able to clear it. Christian Palmer gets there, but will let it bounce out of bounds. He finds Harris in the middle. Harris a little conflicted, but we'll just find Palmer again. Right back to Harris, and he plays it out wide. Down the line to Isaac. Isaac gets a touch, booted away, but it will go out of bounds. An FC Arizona throw coming. Elijah Isaac throws it in. He finds his teammate. A touch backwards, a pass in the box, a shot, one-timer. FC Arizona ties it once again, 2-2 in the 69th minute.
What a pass and setup there for FC Arizona, right on the money to set it up for the goal there. That's what FC Arizona needs without one of their better scorers. They need to set up their teammates well, and they're able to do it there. So really highly competitive game we've had here in the second half. Both teams getting on the board twice, and after a defensive first half, this has been a high-flying, electric second half of soccer here.
2-2 the score, and roughly the 70th minute. About 20 minutes left of action. We'll see if one team can come out on top. Wilson boots it away. Well over the head of his striker, Von Harris, shields it out of bounds, as it will be another throw-in. Matthew Rodriguez taking a couple of steps to beat out the pass, and then Elijah Isaac just rolling it out of bounds. There is a throw-in anticipated, but Matthew Rodriguez will have a quick chat with the referee. Things got a little chippy between Rodriguez and a couple of players from FC Arizona before this throw-in. In fact, it's not even going to be a throw-in. It will be a free kick. Kicked high in the air. Brought down, but deflected by Palmer. Delgadillo plays it up. He's got a one-on-one. Chipped in the head, but just skying over the post. So we still sit even 2-2 in the 71st minute. Wilson plays it to Chavez, but a whistle being blown. So the whistle was blown, and then there were some words exchanged. Looks like one of the midfielders for FC Arizona is coming out with maybe a bloody nose.
Yeah, it looks like a player is bleeding out there, but it's certainly been a physical game, Jack. A lot of players down so far throughout this game.
And so now we're ready for the goal kick from Jacob Wilson. Another powerful kick. Palmer able to thwart the effort from Sterling McGee, but Rodriguez down the line. He'll play backwards, and now passing it to Chavez. Another pass backwards to the center back. Down the field, Von Harris with a quick touch. Headed back to Wilson, and he'll pick it up. Not in time for Delgadillo to make a play on the ball. Wilson. Another boot forward. Palmer heads it down. Rodriguez trying to shield it. Still playing it. And Elijah Isaac beating him off the ball, but a pass to Chavez prior to being taken off. It'll Roll out of bounds, though. Throw in for Vaughn Harris and FC Arizona. Harris. Downfield. Trying to find his teammate, but can't quite jump high enough in the air that time is Aloyo. Jorge Perez. Pass in the middle. And now Chavez. Another deep ball, but Garay calling his teammates off. Palmer with a simple pass to Aloyo. Right to Delgadillo. One-on-one with the goalkeeper. One touch. Perfect. A 2-on-1. No goalie in the area. Shot deflected by Wilson. A great chance for FC Arizona, thwarted by fantastic defense of Coronado.
What defense there from Coronado as a team there. You saw players get back for Coronado and stand in the net to help out their goaltender, and then Wilson once again gets back in there and is a brick wall for Coronado.
Rodriguez playing it up. Sterling McGee now. He keeps dribbling into the goalie's box. He'll be taken off by Christian Palmer. More beautiful defending here. He now finds Elijah Isaac out wide. Going up the line. He'll take a step back and then play it backwards towards Palmer. To Isaac again. Now to Aloyo. He'll be taken off the ball. Palmer to Harris. And now out wide. Coronado wins it. But it will be taken right out of bounds. It was Benjamin Losoya who was able to beat Camacho off the ball, but a throw-in pass to Christian Palmer. He finds Jorge Perez. Back to Palmer. Trying to find his teammate, but he can't find his lines, and offsides.
Another offsides there. We were mentioning it earlier, Jack, that got to be aware of that back line there, and FC Arizona just a little jumpy there. Jumps offsides.
Zach Al-Hajjaji was the one to commit the offside infraction. Another one-on-one, but Garay bats it away. Coronado still with possession. Aloyo in the middle. Plays it back to Perez. Signaling for his teammate and plays it out wide. Back to Perez in the middle. A give-and-go opportunity. Still going with it. Here comes Isaac. A one-on-one with the keeper, and Wilson wins it. Clears it. It will roll out of bounds. Another throw-in for FC Arizona. Jorge Perez plays it back. Another pass backwards. Now to Harris. The Coronado defender into the hands of Wilson. It was Marcos Chavez who was able to deflect the pass away. Jorge Perez back in the middle. A poor touch, but able to get there. A whistle being blown as Aloyo was tackled to the ground as he was trying to get to the ball. I'm actually surprised no card was shown there. Aloyo didn't even get a touch on the soccer ball. Just a shoulder down for that Coronado player.
Yeah, big collision there. As you mentioned, Aloyo didn't even make a touch there, and he takes a huge hit. No card distributed, though, as things are starting to get really physical out here tonight.
It will be Aloyo on the free kick. Harris in the same position we've seen him earlier. Aloyo bats it ahead, but just over the post. It's another goal kick for Jacob Wilson. 78th minute. Still tied up at 2-2. Wilson taking his time. And now he kicks it away. headed by Palmer back into attacking territory. Coronado with possession, though. Played back. Skied in the air. Palmer with another header. Harris trying to get there to clear it. He will. Isaac keeps it in play, but the assistant referee signaling that the ball went out of bounds. So a throw in for Coronado. It will be Bottega. Throws it in. Henson with a nice tapper. Garay, he can't get there, but Palmer there to save the day. But it seems we might get a penalty kick, a yellow card. Near the top of the box, Sterling McGee, one of the forwards for Coronado, now down on the ground.
And an FC Arizona player as well down, so as McGee went for that shot, he had a big collision there, and multiple players down as a result of that play.
As you mentioned, McGee down near the top of the box. Can't quite tell which FC Arizona player is down closer towards the goal. Although the clock strikes 80 with, as you mentioned, Adam, multiple players down on the ground. Seems as if both will need medical attention. Both seem to be in a tremendous amount of pain as well.
As we mentioned earlier, a few players have been down this game, and a few have even had to come out, so we'll see what happens here, but looks like we will have a pretty big stoppage of play here, as both players don't seem to be anywhere near getting back up.
As you just said, Adam, David Oganubi exited in the first half. We saw Shane Nesbitt exit in the second half most recently, and now once again 2 players down for either team. And while we get things sorted out with injury once again, we're going to head to another quick break. Don't go anywhere, because once again, we'll be right back. We welcome you back. Both players back on their feet. Seems they both have walked off on their own. McGee on the sidelines. I think it was Camacho for FC Arizona, both able to walk off themselves. A free kick barreling off the post. A referee signaling that it hit off the field goal post and not the crossbar of the goal, though. So in regulation, only about 7 minutes left. We will get a significant amount of stoppage time, though. Flicked on ahead. McGee back out on the pitch. Pass backwards. In the middle. Another pass upfield and down the middle. Van Skyke to McGee. He tries to cross it in. thwarted by the defense of FC Arizona, cleared away. Right back to Coronado. Out wide. Gets a nice fancy touch move is Van Skyke. No whistle blown as he's tackled to the ground. Barreled on ahead trying to find Delgadillo, but the Coronado defense taking that away. And then a free kick. Trying to switch points of attack here. Headed on to John Henson, but that will roll out of bounds for a throw-in.
Both teams trying to find one last goal here with not too much time left. So far, FC Arizona has been pretty quiet on the attack since that last goal. It's been a lot of pressure on them defensively as Coronado's done a nice job of keeping it near their goal.
Playing it down the line to Delgadillo. He'll have it poked away by Batega. Is this a throw-in for FC Arizona? Only about 5 minutes left in regulation before added time. Arizona trying to find their way into the goalie box, but a solid defensive effort thwarts the opportunity. Batega with a clean tackle, but the assistant referee calling for a goal kick. Down the middle. Over to Rodriguez, but it will bounce out of bounds. Harris with another throw-in. Plays it upfield, headed away. Harris heads it back. Garcia plays it to McGee. Taken away by the center back of FC Arizona. Coronado still with possession. Garcia to Rodriguez. A nice skill move to keep possession. Now looking ahead. Pass intercepted by Christian Palmer, who will be laid out. Christian Palmer assessed with a yellow card in perhaps the most confusing sequence of events in this game. It was Palmer who had the ball.
Interesting how that seemed like both players were just running straight on ahead, and with the collision, Palmer with the ball is charged with the yellow card. Pretty interesting call there from the refs, as it seemed like both players were just running straight ahead, and they end up charging Palmer with the card. But
Vin Alonso Jr., it was honestly a dirty foul, but Palmer was up on his feet. It doesn't matter. Free kick is headed away by Palmer. Kept in bounds. Pardon, the assistant referee signaling for the ball to be called out of bounds. Throw in from Rodriguez. Garcia tips it in. Palmer clears it. Coronado still with possession. Now played back in. Harris. He clears it. Batega. A poor touch. Isaac. He finds Jorge Perez. Taken away by Garcia. Isaac plays it up to Delgadillo. A poor pass. Gets through the defender. Here comes FC Arizona in the goalie box. But it will be kicked away. And I would anticipate a corner kick. No, another goal kick. A lot of calls in favor of Coronado in these last couple of minutes. 2 goal kicks that should have been corners, and then a yellow card against Palmer when it should have been against Vin Alonso. Harris keeps it in. Plays it downfield to Isaac. And then a whistle blown as Bottega jumps over the shoulders of Isaac. Finally, a call in favor of FC Arizona. The referee signaling for 10 as Rodriguez tried to stand right in front of the ball. Just not good etiquette in the sport of soccer. Aloyo plays it back to Delgadillo. He tries to strike it in, but skying over the net. If we were playing football, it would have been worth 3 points, but that is not the sport. I have been told 5 minutes will be added on to the 15 seconds of regulation we have left. We're still tied at 2-2. Wilson has another goal kick. He's going to take his time. Garcia trying to flick it on ahead, but finds Harris, who plays it up to his teammate, Gutierrez. Playing it in the middle, taken away by Garcia. He plays it back to Sterling McGee, and now out wide. Played down the line, but FC Arizona takes it away. Jorge Perez will get a knock. Goes out of bounds, and a throw-in for FC Arizona. Taking their time, trying to find Jorge Perez, but this will be tipped out of bounds by Coronado, and another FC Arizona throw. About 4 minutes left. Thrown into the goalie's box, cleared away. Sterling McGee with the extra clear needed. And now this ball high in the sky and will go bouncing out of bounds as we get another FC Arizona throw. Strong defense. And another throw in. Finds Loyo. He plays it up ahead. Now out wide, trying to go backwards and switch the point of attack. That is exactly what FC Arizona will do, trying to switch it, but a pass down the middle is intercepted. Christian Palmer playing back. He'll head it to Garay, who finds it in his hands. Finds his teammate out wide. Taking as much time as he needs. But a pass across the field ends up in possession of Matthew Rodriguez. Pretty much does the same thing. Gray finds it at his feet. And then right back to his defender. Only about 3 minutes left. Cleared. But right in the feet of Bottega, he finds Rodriguez. Elijah Isaac trying to beat him off. He won't be able to. Playing it back to Garcia. Now Christian Palmer. Christian Palmer clears it. Rodriguez down the line. Palmer shields it out of bounds as he gets another throw in for his team. Palmer puts it back into play. Finds Isaac, trying to get it to Jorge Perez. Jorge Perez is knocked to the ground. Still on the ground. No whistle called, though. Christian Palmer trying to keep the attacker. And then a foul, that time on Coronado. Things got a little chippy between Trey Van Skyke and Christian Palmer. Van Skyke tackling Palmer to the ground. We do get another whistle and another player on the ground for FC Arizona.
Another card handed out, it looked like. As things are getting really physical now between both sides as time is just winding down. Both teams pressing to try and get one last goal here before we get to full time.
The free kick well into the goalie box. Jorge Perez heads it up in the air, but it will bounce out of bounds. Jacob Wilson will get the goal kick. Less than 60 seconds left, tied at 2-2. In the final seconds, can one of these teams separate themselves? Booted back right to Coronado, but cleared out of bounds. So here comes FC Arizona with another throw. Aloyo throws it in, taken away by Coronado for a second. Aloyo ends up back with it. Sterling McGee has it taken away. A pass back. Quickly finds Von Harris. Switching points of attack. He has Christian Palmer on the outside. Palmer takes a couple of steps, crossing it, trying to find Delgadillo, but he will let it go. And then up at the top of the goalie box, skied up in the air over the crossbar. So at 95 minutes, this game will end in a draw 2-2. As soon as this ball is put back into play. Bottega initially going to take the goal kick, but now it will be Jacob Wilson. Bottega going downfield. Perhaps one final play. That is exactly what will happen. Flicked on by Henson. Garcia keeps it in bounds. The cross thwarted by the defense, but kept in possession of Coronado. Up the middle, taken away by FC Arizona. Anticipate all we need is just a clearance. Delgadillo plays it up. Out wide, back to Delgadillo. Delgadillo still has it. Plays it back to Isaac. Isaac trying to rip it, but it is taken away, or deflected. And then kicked out of bounds. There will be the final whistle. 2-2 as this match ends in a draw between Coronado and FC Arizona. The two best teams in Division I showing that tonight, Adam.
Certainly a highly competitive game here tonight. Give credit to Coronado. They got beat pretty bad the last time they faced FC Arizona, and they come out with more energy tonight and are unable to get the win, but still able to draw. And it felt like up until that last goal from FC Arizona, they were in control as they took the lead in that second half. But give credit to both sides. Played a physical and pretty well-defended game. As we saw in the first half, there was 0 goals, and it was really that spurt of 20 to 30 minutes there at the start of the second half where both teams really got things going offensively and capitalized off of some nice opportunities there. But overall, I think Coronado came out with a lot of energy and a great night, which sort of keeps them in this race for first place. FC Arizona gets the draw, but still just trailing close behind is Coronado.
Yeah, as you mentioned, the standings headed into the game, the FC Arizona with a 4-point lead over Coronado, 19 points for FC Arizona, 15 for Coronado. A win keeps the distance the same, but still respectively at first and second in Division I of the UPSL. How does that shake things up, you think, Adam, going into the rest of the season?
Well, I think certainly these two teams are starting to separate themselves from the rest of the pack, but FC Arizona really could have taken a huge lead on Coronado, as you mentioned. So Coronado just staying in it by getting this draw and proving that they are close to the same level as FC Arizona with this performance tonight.
Well, in the closing weeks of the competitive soccer schedule, as I mentioned, Coronado and FC Arizona draw 2-2. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Again, from everyone involved with Inferno TV, I'm Jack Bartlett, Adam Coonan alongside me, and I'm signing off.